Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Teen Wolf. This episode 5, season 4. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying the series so far. We started our last episode with Liam tied up in Scott's bathroom. They was trying to say, look, mate, we're not trying to harm you, but we're trying to explain the situation that we are in. Now, I just bit you, and you have to understand it is the only way we could have saved your life, which it actually is, you know. Fair play to Scott. He's telling the truth. The only way that he could save his life in that situation was to bite him, and that's what he did, and that is why he is going to be turning into a werewolf. But obviously, he's panicking. He tried to escape. He bashed the chair over Scott, him, Styles, and obviously Liam was all scrapping, rolled down the stairs, and he managed to get off and run away. Now, they just caught him the next day in school and confronted him again and tried to explain that, look, mate, you know, we're brothers now. We're going to have to be in this together. We're not here to hurt you. We're here to help you. Obviously, he's panicking and stuff like that. He's sweating. He's going through all the, you know, all the emotions. He's got his hearings going, his senses and all this stuff. And it's just, like, standard, really. You know, he doesn't know what's going on, and you can't really blame him for being the way he currently is in this transition phase. Now, the guy, Silent Assassin, I'm going to call him, went after Peter. Really interesting. He was stood in, obviously, Derek's house, and boom, mate, he got the axe right into his chest and took him down. It was obviously laced with loads of wolfsbane, and I was wondering what was going on, mate, if he was trying to, you know, like, attack him, kill him, etc. He told him that he was going to go after Derek as well, which is really interesting, and that was the last we've seen of that scene. And obviously, later on in the episode, we've seen that Derek returned, and he was still alive, Peter, and he obviously managed to get his, you know, like his little hand glove, that thing that he types and talks with. He managed to get that off him, so it seems like he put up a fight and managed to survive. Derek ended up burning the wolfsbane out of him and obviously helping him. Later on in the episode, obviously, as I say, Lydia, she was going to throw a party, well, pretend to throw a party so that they can get Liam there. They use Kira as the pawn, so to speak, to like use her to try and get the attraction towards him because he's a new kid at school and he wants obviously to have a connection with somebody, and she managed to drag him all the way to this party where he was ready to chain him up because it was full moon time, and that is what they did. They tied him up in the boathouse. Kira and Scott was there. They was having a discussion. She was saying that she doesn't understand all this loud EDPM music or whatever it's called. I don't even know. She likes the slow dancing stuff, and he's like, mate, we can still do some of this slow dancing thing. Put his phone on the stump, put some music on, and they swayed and they was kissing, and their relationship is obviously building. I'm liking it. But then Liam broke out, mate. He snapped the chains and he absolutely bolted into the woods, and Scott gone chasing after him. Obviously, on the other hand, we had Malia. She was tied up in the basement. Styles is there as well. I'm absolutely loving having a female wolf in it. Yes, we had Kelly for a few episodes, but we've not really had a full-on main cast member female. And I can't wait to see this. Now, yes, she's a coyote, but still looks the same. Everything's the same. She seems to do all the same stuff right now. Maybe she doesn't, to be honest, after saying that. We've got loads of episodes left. Maybe she's got other powers that wolves don't even have, which would be good to see. I hope so, actually, saying that now, because then we could distinguish the wolves and the coyotes and what they can all offer, because we can see Lydia, a banshee. She's involved in loads of stuff, mate. She's decoding this message that we see in the Silent Assassin on his computer. He had it. That was a message that she had written in the book when she gave it to Malia to obviously focus on the mathematics. And then obviously seen it again today on a computer when she was talking to Kira. And instead of her being freaked out about it, like, wow, what's going on? She said, yeah, I must have wrote this. But, you know, we seen last season, well, she didn't say last season, but she was like, seen last season all the stuff that I got into. How about we get ahead of it? We look into it, we figure out what it is, and we address it, and we can possibly stop these problems. And that's what she did, mate. At a party, somehow she fell into a situation where she was in a quiet room, and she started playing some music on, I forgot what one they called, you know, them old record players that they put it down. And she started looking at this blank wall, and she see all these faces coming through, like she kind of sees, you know, when she looks at the wood and you can see all the screaming faces. They was poking through. Somehow she found the key to the code, and it was Alison. She typed it in, boom, it unlocked names. Scroll down, hit list of every single supernatural in Beacon Hills. Very interesting. And it is a hit list because, like I said, last episode, that guy killed the, what is it, the Wendigo, which is never a Wendigo. If you get it, you get it. And you then, obviously, like I said, Peter nearly died. He was, again, part of the hit list. He said he was after Derek. He nearly died. They come into the school. They was fighting. Noah and Derek managed to obviously get on top of him right now. He had the gun to him. Well, that didn't mean anything because Peter come running right in, knocked him down, slash, absolutely murdered him right in front of the sheriff. And then he walked off, mate. Didn't get arrested. Well, you can't arrest him. He's absolute savage, isn't he? And he's like, mate, you know, old traits die hard or something like that. I don't even know. He's basically saying wolves do wolves, mate. You come after me, I come after you, you're dead. And we also seen one of the people that was kind of introduced as Liam's friends. Well, one of the lads was Liam's friends, and one of his girlfriends ended up killing one of the wolves. It turned out that a guy who dropped off the keg to the party that Lydia was throwing was actually a werewolf, and he managed to control his transition when he went outside. He started counting and brought his claws back in, reduced his eyes, looked like it was all going well. And then she turned up, rope over his head, pulled it tight, burnt it, chopped his head off, took a picture, sent it to the benefactor, and he transferred money into their accounts. So it definitely is a hit list, and I can't wait to see who is on the other end of that computer sending those transactions. So that is going to wrap up today's intro. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you do enjoy today's episode, please smash the like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into episode 5 of season 4 of Teen Wolf. Oh, hand's been chopped off, mate. Absolutely brutal. This girl's not even bothered. She just walks around.
The sun, the moon, the truth.
That's what the guy was saying last episode. I say yesterday. That's what you call teamwork.
Can't believe you fell for that.
Actually, just thinking about that then, even though Dave was really good at taking her out in terms of he was pretending that he was helping and then obviously transitioned, but shouldn't that woman who had her hand chopped off, yeah, okay, I know she had her hand chopped off, so she might be less powerful, you know, she might be focusing on trying to self-heal and not focus on the strength that she's got, but how is it a normal girl who's 15 able to keep overpowering them? Yes, she got the one that she copied. Did she say the sun and the moon and something? It was the same thing as the guy said last episode when he was trying to control him. You know, like when his heart rate was going up and he's about to transition into the wolf foot, and he started saying that and he brought himself down just before he was killed. She said the exact same thing in the bus then. But what I'm saying is that she should be strong enough to, before she got her hand cut off, which obviously we're not seeing how, to take this girl down. I don't understand how she's so strong.
On his brother and their parents. They were killed by a professional assassin called the Mute.
The Mute.
Weapon of choice, a military tomahawk. Next was DeMarco. He delivered a keg to the party at Lydia's lake house, and he got decapitated outside his car.
Does this not tell you anything?
Definitely werewolf. 23-year-old Carrie Hudson.
It's a DEADPOOL, a hit list of supernatural creatures.
This is only part of it. The rest still has to be decoded.
All right, what are these numbers next to the names?
We're getting to that. First, you need to know that the code was broken with a cipher key.
And we think there's 2 other cipher keys.
Which will give us the rest of the names.
She's been at the lake house all weekend trying to find the other 2 keywords.
Yo, that'll peck your head, that, won't it? Oh, I thought it was going down the line.
You didn't know about DeMarco or Carrie. What about these other 2 names on the list? Kayleen Betcher and Elias Town. Are they werewolves too?
I don't know.
How many werewolves, banshees, kitsunes, what the hell else is out there are we talking about? And what happens if the next cipher key uncovers not 12 names, but 100?
Well, we don't think there would be that many. There's a limit.
Because of the numbers.
$117 million that stolen from the Hale Vault and is being used by someone to finance all these murders.
The benefactor, yeah? Gerard. Fuck it. I'm going with it. He's back, mate. Guy's back, pecking head again. You know, Kate's back. Why is he not back? His family. Also, I was right. Whoever did steal the money is using it to finance these killings. Now, let's be honest, yeah? Those kids have just made 1 million last episode when they killed that guy. And now they've just made another 1 million killing that girl. At what point do you stop? You know that it's a dangerous game. You know that there's a chance that these are supernaturals. They can overpower you and kill you. Are you getting too greedy going in for more? I think you are, personally. It's like, you've actually killed people. I understand, yes, they're werewolves, but they're still people to the general society. And if you get caught, you're getting put down. But you've also got 2 mil now. Mil each. Go and do your own little thing. enough to set you up and to have a good life. So interesting, but obviously they're going to go too far. They're going to get killed.
And then they go after the names on the list. They being killers with no mouths, tomahawks, thermocut wires. I don't get, how did the new assassin know that DeMarco was going to be at the lake house?
Everyone knows he delivers kegs to teenagers for a little extra cash.
Yeah, it was someone at the party.
A student.
I can handle a scratch or two if I know we're eventually going for the real money, seven-figure money.
We are.
When?
Tonight.
Wait 1 second. 7-figure money, that's 1 mil, is it not? I was just bigging them up, right? But 7 figures, 1 mil's got 1 and 6 zeros. That's a mil. So that means that the murders that these have done before that are not a mil then. So I'm guessing each person has got a different value, high priority. Scott's going to be a couple of mil then, I'm assuming. And these low-key people that they've done might be a couple of 100K.
It's not that we were wanting to talk to you. It's that we were wondering if you wanted to talk to us about something that you forgot to mention.
We were gonna tell you everything about the Deadpool, the assassins, the killings.
You don't know.
I was talking about you joining the lacrosse team.
Never mind.
Minding Garrett to give me back my hoodie? Well, I remember he said he lived in that housing development on Spalding. So I went there, and guess what? That housing development is still in development. Are you all right? I mean, is it about the game tonight?
I'm fine.
You know who you're playing, right? It's your old school, Devonfield Prep.
Mate, take him out, son. Go on, lad. Oh, someone stole his clothes.
Where's my stick?
Oh, it's Derek.
Is this yours?
Was.
You're right. He is angry.
He is angry. He's fast to go after him, wasn't he? I know Scott's the alpha, but like Derek Scott's alpha regardless. He's always the one he's going to, asking, looks up to him.
You're gonna be good at this.
Are you kidding?
I'll tell you one thing. That anger he's got, it'll make him strong.
And dangerous.
Very.
Supposed to be the semester I could focus on school again. And I've got a beta, and there's a Deadpool.
If all our names are on that list, then that's what we should be focused on.
Draw something. Write something. We need to know who else is on that list.
You mean you need to know if you're on the list? Down? It makes me nervous.
Hit it. All eyes on me, mate.
Lydia,
What? Oh my god, what?
maybe we need help from another banshee.
Oh, another banshee.
No, Stolinsky.
If I could grade you on how profoundly you disturb me, you'd be an A+ student.
Thanks, Coach.
Stolinsky!
It's a lacrosse player.
Uh,
The killer's on the team.
Interesting. Do you know what's actually interesting, right? I think Coach is a decent actor. I think that obviously by looking at him, his personality is really good and he acts really well for this role. Now, I clicked on his IMDb page. I don't know why, but I clicked on it and he's only been in 2 things. I think he's just like, he's been in this and he's just guest starred in like 1 episode in something else. That's it, mate. And he's a decent actor. He must show either he's not really asked about being an actor, or he just done it, you know, he might have knew somebody and he was like, you're decent, you know, just have a go. Or the guy just does not care. He just loves his life. He's just absolute chiller. He does seem like he'd be a chiller, to be fair. But it's mad, innit? It just shows how hard Hollywood is to be cast, because I think that he's decent and he should be good enough to be in a couple more things. But no, mate, the guy's in nothing.
Maybe instead of trying to find a lacrosse stick with a hidden dagger in it, we should be trying to get the game canceled.
We don't know anything about that list. How it's made, how it's updated. Guys, these are professional killers. It's their profession.
Thought it was purple.
Not this species, which is very rare and very expensive. All you have to do is nick him. It'll work fast. I don't know why we're going after a beta when there's an alpha on the field.
Because an entire pack of alphas went after McCall, and he was the one left standing.
Thinking logically, thinking with her head, mate. She's just thinking about money. He's thinking about strategic.
What else do banshees do?
You think I know?
What did he do, man?
I can't just turn this on. I'm not like you guys. I just have voices in my head.
Like Randy Orton?
Hey, what? No. Liam. Brett. Here we go.
Straight up arguing. Look at this. Get it under control, son.
Have a good game.
Hey, that's not what I expected at all.
That's cute, Liam. Is that what they told you to say in anger management?
Oh, hey, what's going on, prep students? Let's keep it clean, all right? No rough stuff out there.
All right, see you out in the field.
Done well, didn't they? He done well to control his anger, considering he had anger management.
Okay. Car you smashed? I thought you said that it was your teacher's.
He's also my coach.
What else happened?
Nothing. They sent me to a psychologist for an evaluation. Intermittent explosive disorder. I.E.D.
He gave superpowers to a walking time bomb. I think you should bail out of the game.
I can do this. Especially if you're there.
The one who brought the beer to the party, or the guy who was beheaded, remember?
We think the person who ordered the keg killed DeMarco.
He knows who ordered the keg.
I don't know who ordered the cake.
Oh.
But I know who paid for it.
The thing is with Scott, right? He doesn't kill people. I respect it. I actually do respect it. But, like, I would also, like, love when people come in to kill him, he kills them. That's what I would love. Just like Peter held last episode. We had the assassin come to kill him. He survived. Didn't give the guy a second to, well, not apologise. Didn't give a guy a second chance, mate. Soon as he was there, soon as he wasn't looking, boom, dead. That's it. You know, obviously he didn't have a mouth. He couldn't explain himself. But what I'm saying is the guy didn't hesitate. I seen you. You come for me. You're dead. That was it. That's actually what I like. I like that with all my characters. That's why Damon Salvatore's my favourite. That's why Klaus Michelsson's my favourite. Both of them guys in both of them shows, you cross them, they get a chance, you're dead instantly. And that's here. These guys are going around killing supernaturals. There's a chance they're going to kill one of the friends, somebody that they know. They're actually just killing supernaturals in general. Need to be taken out. If it was one of them two, as soon as he's caught them on their own, they'd be gone.
Shouldn't we do something now?
We can't. We're still not really sure if it's really him. And if we're wrong, then the real assassin gets away.
Dad,
come on, Kara.
Where the hell are you?
Sheriff, I know you're in a hurry, but I was out on patrol and I found someone walking from the coast to the high school.
She was decent last season in the scenes that she was in.
I think I can take him.
Yeah, he definitely can take him now.
Yeah. You think he's hot, don't you?
No, no, not at all. No way. I think you could definitely take him and then give him to me.
We use it to teach young betas how to control the shifts on a full moon.
Control was never one of Kate's strengths.
In it, mate.
You knew she was alive, didn't you?
But I've been searching ever since you handed me the shotgun shell.
I love the tying back into last season.
You have some kind of werewolf jail? She won't go quietly.
I don't expect her to.
In it.
She took something from me. I started to lose something else. I'm losing my power.
Oh, his powers, mate.
Let's go, come on! I'm suggesting Liam sit out the game.
And as President of the United States, I'm vetoing that suggestion.
Just going back to the Derek thing, oh, I'd be so disappointed if he wasn't actually a wolf. You know, I really enjoy him as his character, and I always say that I wish he was in the show more. And I was saying before how even though Scott's an alpha now and Derek's not, yeah, Derek's the alpha. You know, Scott's always going to him for advice. He needs help. He needs his advice. He's always looking at him. He's like his dad. That's literally it. Where's his dad, mate? His dad's not even been in this season at all. But he is like his dad. Whenever he's in trouble, whenever he needs help, it's Derek. He's always there and he's always helping. And like I said, I would love to see Derek more. But, you know, I want him as the wolf. He's been good so far and I don't want him to lose his powers. But, you know, if he does lose them, it'd be interesting because somebody else is gaining them. And I hope that it's not a waste. If he does lose them and she gains them, then hopefully she can stay in it and be decent. I don't want them to just, you know, go to her and then she goes, lashes out and she gets killed again. And then Derek's got nothing.
Let's dance. Kira, you keep an eye on Garrett. I'll watch out for Liam.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to play lacrosse.
I know you guys feel like you owe Liam some payback for what he did. But could you just hold off for one night?
No.
No.
I'm aware that this is probably about the Deadpool, but I can't let her leave the station. In about a minute, I'm gonna have to call Eichen House and let them know that she's here.
You called Lydia because Meredith asked for her or because of the other thing?
What other thing?
The psychic thing.
I think that she is intuitive.
Is she going to go on the phone like she always does?
Meredith, aren't you going to answer it?
It's not ringing.
You guys know that anabolic steroids are illegal in the United States. Well, a lot of facial hair for a teenager. What do you want? Seriously. HGH? Gamma radiation?
Pass it! Here, pass the ball.
Go on.
Gamora, get over here. Take a seat your bench for the rest of the game.
Oh, what?
Why?
You didn't pass.
I had an open shot.
The play was for you to pass.
Who's the other person he's after? Is it Kira? We know that he's not after Scott. He's after someone else.
Meredith, you came here to help us, remember?
Can I ask you a question? When you need help, is there someone you reach out to?
Depends. Different people for different things.
So maybe there's a number that can help us. Someone we can call.
2, 4, 3, 6. That's the number.
Phone numbers are 10 digits.
I think that's the best we're gonna get.
That's the number. That's the number.
She's a pretty good actress, her.
That's the number!
Now, right? Back in day, yeah, like when I was younger, when we had phones, it was none of these touchscreen phones, yeah? It makes you sound well old. My phone, first phone, was probably about the size of an iPhone now, right? But the screen was about this big, and it was black and white, and we had buttons, and you press the buttons, and they spelled out letters. So if I was spelling my name, for example, I think I used to press 6, 2, to MA, and then I might have gone down to 8, and then back up to 4, and then I think I went to 3, and then 9. So it was like 6, 8, 2, 4, 3, 9 or something. That's how you spell it. I used to press the numbers. Maybe she's just give a word, you know, it's coding, like they were saying. She deciphered the code as Alison. Did she give her 4 numbers or 5 numbers? In those numbers, there's letters on the trackpad that she was typing. Inside there's got to be a word. Hopefully, anyway. That is well sick, Chris.
In Mexico, we just call this a standoff.
That's what it's called in the US and the UK. You got took out then.
Back off.
Hit me.
Oh.
Wow. Right.
Who's he hit?
Are you cut? Did Garrett cut you? No. No. Okay.
He's got the guy on their team.
What if it's like algebra?
What do you mean?
What if the numbers are actually letters?
Was I right? My name 6, 2, 8, 4, 3, 9. I was right, mate. I'm well happy with that. Look at that, mate. I'm so chuffed, honestly. That was like, what, 12, 13, 14 years ago, and I still got it right. I am actually well chuffed with that. And they are deciphering the codes from the numbers. Get in there. Okay. Oh,
Talk
what's
to
the
Coach.
names?
Not for the rest of the game. But he just broke another third of the list. Am I on it? No, but someone else is.
You were cut with a poisoned blade. It was laced with wolfsbane.
She's annoying her though, ain't she?
Why are you doing this?
Because you're worth a lot of money, Brett.
Sorry, I was just seeing if you guys were okay. You need a ride home?
We'll be fine.
I like him, man. I do like him. Whose name's on that list? Jordan Pressure. Ah, I don't even know, man. It's Jordan. Is it him, the police officer? It's alive. She's gonna go after Scott. Yeah, she's flopped.
He said we shouldn't try, but now I've got you. I got an alpha.
Go on, Scott.
The girl we hired to find Kate hasn't responded in days. We should stop hiring other people to do our work. We're hunters, Christopher. All of us, we follow a code.
We hunt those who hunt us.
Remind him, Severo.
We hunt those who hunt us.
Speak the words. Say it!
We hunt those who hunt us.
Chris, son, no problem with you doing that. If you hunt the ones hunting you and innocent people, don't be hunting no people that are just supernaturals, like the hit list, because of supernaturals. That is why I disliked you in season 1. In season 2 and 3, you was totally fine because you hunted those who hunted you. Exactly. That's right, son. If you stick to that code, I'll be fine. Also, the guy behind her, Severus or whatever, he knows his place, doesn't he, mate? He knows the chain of command. He knows she's in charge. And she is quite intimidating. Where is the she-wolf? You know what I mean? That's what she used to say when she come in. Now she's like, say the code or whatever. So again, we hunt those who hunt us. I like her, to be honest. You know, we changed the whole graphic of the show. You know, we had the Kenema scales, and then last season we had the tree, and this season we got like the old, I was gonna say Mexican, but I don't even know if it's Mexican, but we got that weird background thing, and I thought that was related to kind of her and the story, because that's where we started this season in, and it was a different scenery, and it totally fit. And then ever since then we kind of like moved away, haven't we? We've not really seen her much in the story, not even seen Kate at all, have we? Literally ever since the 117 mil that was stolen, which I'm saying is Gerard, randomly, honestly, just totally random, we've not seen her. So again, it's interesting with that. So here now, we've got the names, we've got a new list. I seen the name Jordan on there. Now, I cannot for the life of me remember what that lad is who works with Noah. Is he called Jordan? I'm going to say it is, man. I feel like he could possibly be. Do you reckon it's supernaturals that don't know the supernaturals, like Lydia? You know, she was a banshee, but she didn't even know until Jennifer told her that she was a banshee. Nobody even knew that she had powers either. Yeah, okay, she turned up at scenes and she's finding bodies, but you don't, you know, no one ever associated. I never associated it. So it's interesting. I wonder if there's people on that list that don't even know that it's supernatural at all. Now, that girl tried to kill the guy from the other school and absolutely failed. Somehow, yeah, she must have heard Scott coming down and stopped and then tried to ambush him. And he managed to absolutely devastate him. He absolutely pulled it away, pinned her up, smashed her against the wall, took her down, wounded her for her. She's obviously going to get arrested. It was kind of what I said earlier on in the episode, that once you make your money, at what point are you going too far, being too greedy? You've made all your mills, you've got all this, you high school students with loads of money, you can set yourself up. Now, obviously, I was wrong. I thought that they got $1 million per payment. I think Styles said there's 117 names, and he's also, obviously, 117 mil. I thought it was going to be 1 mil each time. But then she referenced to that lad that they want to make 7 figures. Now, to me, 7 figures is 1 and 6 zeros equals 7. But I could interpret that wrong. 6 figures, to me, is 100k. Is that not 100k? 1, 0, 0, that's 3. 0, 0, 0, that's 6. Now, obviously, I don't know. I could be totally wrong with that. I might be having an absolute brain fart right now. But to me, 6 figures is 100k. 7 figures is $1 million. So, the big bucks are going to be on people like Scott. She wanted to go for Scott, her teammate, whatever, boyfriend, didn't. He was thinking smart. He's thinking Scott's too powerful. He's took down a whole pack of alphas. We're not going to take him out. And he was right. Now, they do know that he's involved, so I wonder how he's going to react now. He knows that she failed in the first attempt, and then she failed to get Scott, and now, obviously, he's exposed. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's video. So, interestingly, Lydia has cracked the second code. I am so happy, honestly, that I said before it happened that she was telling the codes on numbers. And I'm even more happier that I somehow remembered how I spelt my name on an old-fashioned phone when I was in primary school. Like, honestly, probably was like 20 years ago, which is absolutely mad to say because I feel like I'm so old now. But that is what it is, isn't it, mate? Technology advances. Like I said, back in the day, I had a black and white phone. Screen was this big. Used to type pressing numbers, and obviously remember it. We used to pay per text as well. That's where people do like KK and TTYL, because you had characters. You had like 30 characters, kind of like a tweet, and you was trying to get your whole text in that so you didn't have to pay. You used to go to the shop and get 10 quid, and then every time, obviously, you do your text, you had £9.90, £9.80 each time, and that's it. It's nothing like contracts now, sorry. It's mad how technology advances. People who are watching this are probably dead young and have no clue what I'm talking about. But Lydia does, mate, because she got it. She deciphered it with the help of, obviously, Malia, and the second code is Aiden. So, we've had Alison, we've had Aiden. I'm going to stick with the A's, you know, who could be the next one. Coach as well. Interesting me this episode, you know. Usually he's buzzing when people go and do and smash it in lacrosse, but no, he benched Kira. Now I wonder why he done that. Obviously he said the pass was open, but who cares, mate? You know, you don't score if you don't shoot, and she had a wide open shot and she took it and he scored. So I thought it was all right. If she missed, maybe you can bench her then, but she done nothing wrong. So that's interesting for the coach. It's definitely different for how he's been acted, obviously, previously. He used to win at all costs, pretty much. He wanted to put Dingy in, didn't he, Liam, when he potentially had a sore foot. Scott was trying to tell him not to put him in, and he was laughing. He was like, mate, he's going to play. Now, obviously, he's playing against his old school, which obviously was his old coach, who whose car is smashed up, and he's got I.E.D. I don't even know what that is. And that's the name of this episode. Styles was saying that's like a ticking time bomb, and he's not even taking his meds anymore, and he was like clearly referencing it. But who knows, mate? This might be good for him. You know, the fact that he's got this power now, the fact that he's going to have people around him like Scott and Styles, and he's going to have obviously a help with Derek as well, because he was here being a dad, being a mentor in here as well with Scott. It's going to help him. It can probably calm him down. Probably don't need the meds no more. He can get it all under control. Now, I liked it that we brought back the girl from last season, the other Banshee, in relation to Lydia, saying that she called her and she come. It's just good little connections like this. We also referenced the shotgun shells in last season, which I never even thought of. And that is how Chris figured that his sister, you know, was still alive. Kate, she marks them, don't they? They all mark the bullets. So, again, very interesting bit of information that we didn't expect. Derek as well revealed that no, she didn't only just take money and stuff like that. Well, it might not have been her, but she's taking parts of him as well. He's lost his sense of smell. He's losing his powers. His eyes was blue, weren't they? Now they're not. He used to be able to smell the blood. Now he can't. It's like really, really interesting. What happens? How does he get it back? Do you know what? It's mad, isn't it? If you think of Derek, he come in, he was the almighty. Well, he was the almighty, and then he become the alpha, and then he was the big boy, and then he's gone down and down and down and down, and he's slowly moving back into a general human. So he's kind of like decreasing in sort of his abilities, while Scott's he's obviously increasing being an alpha without actually taking like another alpha out. Now, obviously, we see Peter, he just does whatever he wants him. He's the alpha, even though he's not the alpha. I am the alpha. You know, when he killed Jennifer last season, regardless of what colour his eyes are, he'll always be the main man, you know. So, again, and it's funny when you go back to season 1. Have you seen his hair? How long it is? It's all over the place. And Scott's as well. And Styles is shorter. Now you come to this one, everyone else is shorter and Styles is longer. I actually think Styles is better longer, though. So I thought this was an interesting episode, to be honest. They went after, like I said, they went after the second, what was it, a second? I was going to say the second person in this episode, but it might have been the first one that they went after in this episode. But they actually failed, and they tried to go after Scott, and she failed again. So now they've got somebody in custody that they can question. You know, I said that I would take him out and obviously kill him. If they went after me, I'd kill him. But I'm going to count on my own thing that I was saying, because if he did take her out just then in a rash move, then he wouldn't be able to, well, I was going to say torture her, but won't be able to get the sheriff down, question her, find out who's feeding this information, where's she getting the money from, who else is involved, why are they doing this. All this stuff that they can figure out by obviously taking her in instead of actually being rash, like I said I would have been, and taking her out. So, very interesting. I can't wait to obviously find out more. So, thanks for clicking on today's episode. Hopefully, you guys do enjoy it. If you did, please smash the like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.